Hey everyone, Dan at Bushcraft. Just to let you guys know, I have got the battle video finished. I made it to the mountains yesterday, spent the day out there in the snow filming the Architect AK-8, the SE Hunglis 2, and the Becker BK-9. It was an awesome battle and there was a few surprises. I put them through a lot of tests and I'm going to put that video up this Saturday morning. So, check that out. Again, it was a lot of fun, and I went in with some ideas of how I thought they would perform on the different tests, and there was a couple times that I was really surprised at who came out on top on a certain test. Until Saturday, guys, I have also been field testing a new ferro rod. This is FERROFIRE, one word, and I'll put it in the description on Amazon. And this is my good old Uberleben that I have used for years. Now, I've done some ferro rod videos and comparisons in the past, and I have never found anything that I liked better than the Uberleben. It just had the right amount of softness, I guess I would say. Some of the ferro rods are harder and they don't put out as much material. I like a little bit of material to have a little bit more burn time when you're working with natural tinders. And some of the ferro rods are even softer. Uberleben just seemed right. Well, I finally found one that I like better. The FERROFIRE, half the price. Two of these on Amazon are $16.99. The Uberleben is $22. So $16.99 for two, $22 for one. In other words, this would be $44 for two, and for two of these, or actually you could get four of these for $34. So that's a huge, huge price difference. The only difference really when you order them is the Uberleben comes with a striker and the FERROFIRE does not come with a striker. If you want their striker, and that's their striker right there, it says FERROFIRE right on the label, you have to order it separate. However, in my mind, whereas these are amazing, even a little better in the amount of spark and material they put out than the Uberleben, these aren't any better than a lot of the cheaper strikers, and they're overpriced. So I can't recommend the striker. I got one to try it. Just too much money. I think it was like $8 or $9 for two of these little things. But the rods are fantastic. So let's throw some sparks. I'll use both of these strikers. I'll use my knife. I got some cotton balls. Let's just throw some sparks and look at the difference, guys. All right. Here's your Uberleben, and I'll use the Uberleben striker on it. Okay, this is the FERROFIRE, and I'm going to hang on to the Uberleben striker, a little awkward, but use it as well. See that long sizzle there? That's what I like. That delayed sizzle, that has really, really helped me on getting natural materials when they're not, quite as dry or as good of a resource that I would normally have. Okay, here's the FERROFIRE striker. It's got a little edge down here on the Uberleben rod. Okay, here is the FERROFIRE ferro rod and FERROFIRE striker. And you can see it's not as good of a striker as the Uberleben. All right, my Becker BK-14, which has a nice 90-degree spine on it. This is what I like to use. So here's the Uberleben. I'm going to pull hard. So you're getting lots and lots of sparks. Here's the FERROFIRE pulling back hard as well. So you see that I'm getting a longer spark time. Another thing, sometimes materials are really not good or damp, and single strikes like that, you can go over and over and not get your fire going. But if you'll do a whole bunch of quick strikes, the heat and basically small flame that it generates will ignite it. So here's the Überleben. Here's the FERROFIRE. Okay. There we go. I didn't have the angle right, so let me do that again. Sorry, guys. Überleben. FERROFIRE. And you can see there is a big difference in the sparks they generate. Here's our Überleben. Just igniting a dry cotton ball. It's kind of windy. And here's our FERROFIRE. So you can see, guys, the difference. I mean, 22 bucks for a single rod, $16.99 for 2 rods. They are drilled. There's a couple different sizes in the FERROFIRE. You can get the 1/2 inch diameter in a 4-inch and in a 5-inch. I actually have the 4-inch in a smaller kit. But for the 5-inch, $16.99 for 2. The Überleben, 22 for 1. So think about that. You can get 4 of these for 34 bucks, or you can buy 2 of these for 44 bucks. That's a huge difference. And as you just saw, more sparks and more material comes off, which means the rod's probably not going to last quite as long. But I've been using this for months out there, field testing this on all my fires to really make sure, you know, before I came and recommended it to you guys, that it honestly was outperforming the Überleben, and it is. More sparks, more material, longer burn time, and you can figure out the math on that. But 4 of these for 10 bucks less than 2 of these, or 2 of these for, what is it, 5 bucks less than 1 of these, which is just a great buy. So I am now endorsing the FERROFIRE Ferro Rod. You'll have to get a good striker with it. You know, like these little Überlebens, there's some knockoffs on Amazon. I haven't tried them, but I prefer, because I have 90-degree spines on the back of my knives, and you see that there. That wipes right off on your pants. So there it is, guys. New recommendation on ferro rods. I'm trying to save you guys some money and myself some money. So I was very, very pleased after all the different brands that I've tested. And I mean, I've tested pretty much all the popular brands, some not so well known. And I've had friends hand me their ferro rods and said, hey, try this one. To find something that even outperforms the Überleben at so much less of a price. So I'm stocking up on these, and I imagine you guys probably will too, so they may go out of stock for a while. I don't know. I'll put it in the description again. FERROFIRE is the brand. It's all ran together as one word, and then you have to type in a few other words to get this particular model to come up. But if you just type in FERROFIRE Ferro Rods, then all of theirs will come up if you want to look, because they've got, like I said, shorter ones, they've got smaller diameter. I believe they have some with handles. They have some that are not drilled and some that are drilled, so be sure and watch for that. I prefer the drilled ones so I can put it on something like a bright orange cordage and not lose it. FERROFIRE, Ferro Rods, Amazon. And again, guys, please, Saturday morning, I will be posting, unless something goes crazy with the internet, which we know can happen, but I will be posting the shootout. Architect AK8, Becker BK9, SC Hunglis 2. I had a great time up in the mountains, did a wide variety of tests, and again, some surprises, and I think you guys will really enjoy that video. Take care, everyone, and if you get one of the new FERROFIRE Ferro Rods, say that 3 times fast, FERROFIRE Ferro Rod. Get one of the new ones, and once you try it out, you really like it, send me back a comment. Take care, everybody.